All right, I'm here with another bad Facebook video. Seemed to be good response to the last one, which is cool. So I'm going to jump in to about 15 more bad Facebook posts that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Um, if you're not familiar with this, I'd recommend checking out the other one. But I am a game collector. I go out looking for video games, and my big thing is, Facebook over the last few years has become the dominant way to find video game deals and garage sales. And it used to be Craigslist, and Craigslist was never great, but it had like a foolproof way of at least weeding out terrible posts, because you'd have to like confirm it with your email address, and you would have to also Craigslist, listings expired after a while. Facebook ones don't expire; you just have to wait till someone takes it down. But I'm here to jump into more bad Facebook marketplace posts. Just some real doozies, just some real head scratchers in this one. So we'll see where this one goes. But I'll start with this garage sale here. Notably, it's listed in home goods section in as a picture frames. We can see, so not listed under garage sales, not listed under the garage sale section at all. Have sort of everything, but just look at this picture. It reminds me of that picture of Mr. Krabs in that meme. I think I made this joke before. But what is this? Like, I can't tell what's in this. And there's some other pictures that I didn't find as interesting. But like, why would you upload this picture? How would you not just see this picture and be like, "Oh, this isn't very good. I'm not going to upload that." So I just don't get that one bit. I don't understand that. So moving on. Nintendo Switch games. Stuff like this, I just don't get. You get your Nintendo Switch game, you get your DS game, you get your 3DS game, and it comes in a nice hard plastic case. Where does that case go? Why are we selling all these games just loose? There's no cases mentioned, no cases at all. It's like, where are the cases? Now the prices aren't bad on this stuff, but you got to think of it like you could get more for this stuff if it had the case. Link's Awakening. I guess these prices aren't great, but I mean, you could get more if the case was still. I just don't get where these cases go. I think people throw away these cases so you can put them all in a carrying case, but that just drives me nuts. Don't do that. Just save them in a box somewhere or something. I don't know. Bizarre. This one's funny. Wii, all capital. So it's like Wii hand controller. I've never heard it called the Wii hand controller. And this is a genre of Facebook Marketplace that is going to be prominent in this video. Why would you list this? Why would you present your item like this? I mean, this just looks. I mean, $35 is not a good deal for a Wii remote in any sense, like at all. It's a horrible deal for any kind of Wii remote. And my guess is that they saw, I don't know, GameStop sells them for $35 or something. Maybe I don't know. Don't know if they still sell the controllers. I know they still sell the games, but $35 is not a good deal. And look how yellow it is. Like you can see, like there's some like looks like a dog bit it by the one and two. The one and two are yellow. The buttons are yellow. The D pad is yellow. It's in the black condom and not the clear condom. So yeah, Wii hand controller for $35. Controller for Wii works perfectly. I just don't know why you would not make your item look a little bit more presentable before listing it, but that's just me. New Super Caesar's Palace Nintendo game. Not to nitpick, but if the game is open and you obviously know what's on the game, so you've obviously played it. I don't think you can classify it as new if it's open. Um, it's like I just don't get it. Guitar Hero Wii U, two guitars in game. Two guitars in game. Bought this thinking it would work for the Nintendo Wii, not realizing that there was a Wii U. Looking for what I paid. So my guess is this person bought this stuff like this brand new. But like, why would you expect to get what you paid out of it? Uh, at a garage, not a garage, on Facebook Marketplace when they're open up and everything. I'm not even going to make fun of them thinking that the Wii U is the same as the Wii. I mean, it's a blue case. It's a new name. I don't know what you're thinking there, but I'm not going to make fun of that because that's too easy. I just don't know why you want what you paid when you've clearly opened it up and you know made your mistake. It's like I don't. This one, I mean, so not everyone might know what's wrong with this here. So Grand Theft Auto game only, $10, not a very good deal. But the case is not original. Game is gently used. Not a very good deal. But when you consider that this is only, you can see here on the bottom of the disc under the logo, this is only the play disc, disc 2. So that does not have anything of the install disc being there, and you can't, you know, the game doesn't work without the install disc. So hopefully no one buys this, but this is not even worth anything unless you somehow have the install disc. But I'm gonna guess that you probably don't have just that sitting around. And $10 for the game loose isn't great anyways, but $10 for the game without even being able to do it is not a very good deal. This is a genre of them of people overcharging for stuff and also acting like their stuff is great. Xbox and Xbox 360 games. All the sports games are $10 each. You can get them all for 30 or they're $10 each, but these are all $10 each. Why would anyone? No one's even going to pay $5 for these. No one's going to even probably pay $2 for these. It's like, wow. I mean, what do you think you have here? You have FIFA Soccer 2003 and like Tiger Woods '06. Like this is not this is not good. Um, I don't know. I don't get why you take this picture. Um, I bought I bought the and opened some and never even used the disc. Um, okay, I mean you can see the used game stickers. You can see one of them's in a Blu-ray case. You can see the used game stickers on these. So I kind of wonder like, is that true? But also like, what's this picture like? You couldn't you couldn't list out what the games are because you obviously can't read most of them. Like it's kind of ridiculous. Like I just don't a better picture. Like I don't know why you took this in like a cave or something. I don't. Another one of those. Why would you not present this better? Type of listings. Look how gross this Wii remote looks. Like there's like all this smegma all over it. Like it's like encrusted with like crap. It's so disgusting. This Wii balance board looks horrible. There's no Wii remote. I think I said Wii remote earlier, but there's no Wii remote. It's just the classic controller, which is kind of gross, and the sticks are yellow. The nunchuck, which like the wire looks yellow. But just the weird, like, why would you're not gonna wipe this down real quick? You're gonna ask $20 for this and hope someone wants to meet you and pick this up, but can't even like wipe it down real quick to make it look presentable. Like I'm not gonna judge you if it's dirty. I mean, it might have been sitting in storage or something for who knows how long. So I'm not gonna judge you there. But like, can't present this a little better? Like, this one was funny to me. Xbox One 2K21 used once, sold Xbox. So I really don't like when people are like, "Hey, it was only used once, or it was only used a couple times." Like it doesn't. It's not a VHS tape. It doesn't matter how many times it was used. Like I'm trying to think. A game I've played, Persona 5 Royal, a game I've put well over 100 hours into. My copy of the game is immaculate. There's not a scratch on the thing because it's either in the case or it's in the system. So it doesn't matter that I've used it for over 100 hours. It doesn't wear out the disc. You could have someone playing a game for 1,000 hours, and as long as the disc isn't scratched, it's fine. But I don't get how it's used once. The case is already gone, and the disc. Look at the disc's all scratched. Like what happened here? And then what is funny? And I didn't take a picture of the second picture here. I didn't take a screenshot of that. What's funny to me is that usually when you think of 2K21, you think, oh, I'm gonna go play some 2K. 2K as in 2K basketball, NBA 2K. This is actually PGA Tour 2K21. So, and of course, the first picture is of the back of the disc. So I think this person wants someone to meet up and be like, yeah, I'll buy this. And then they're buying PGA Tour and not NBA. But yeah, I just don't get used once and the disc's like obliterated. Like, what happened here? Why is it all scratched up? MLB The Show 21, brand new in seal Xbox One. So this kind of thing is just weird to me. I don't know who on earth is. You can tell that this person just bought the game brand new for $60, and that's fine. But I don't get who on earth is going to say, all right, I could go to Best Buy, I could go to Target, I could go to GameStop, I could go to Amazon and buy the game brand new for $60. You could even go to Walmart and buy it brand new for $50 because their games are cheaper there. Or I could meet some shady and strange and odd person on Facebook and pay the same amount of, the same $60 to buy it from this person. Like I don't get it. Like, if this person put the game up for like $50 brand new, then it would be like, okay, I'm saving $10. I guess I'll, take time out of my day to accommodate this guy's schedule and buy the game from them. But it's like, why would you do it when you could just go elsewhere? This is another one where the person thinks that what he has, like, some hot stuff here, and it's just garbage. So various Xbox 360 games available. The first four games are $7 each. Fifth game in each are $4 each. Firm pricing. If you want the discounted price, you'll need to buy 5 or more games. Like, I don't think there's 5 games that you could get me to spend $1 on in this lot, let alone $7 and maybe getting it down to $4. You're not getting a bundle discount, so you're getting $7 each for the first 4 games, and then only after that are you getting them for $4 each once you get the fifth game. There's nothing good here. Why? I mean, there's a few titles that are okay. Halo Wars, Red Dead Redemption, sure, but you could get them elsewhere and probably get them cheaper than $7. So I don't know this one, and you can tell this guy thinks his stuff is great. So it was like I went to a garage sale. This is a little bit of a tangent. I went to a garage sale and they had a Wii bundle, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, this might be good. I'm like $80 or so would be a good price for this. It's just a pretty average Wii bundle. You got a Mario Kart in there, you got a system, you got some crappy games, and there was $200 on the box. And as I'm looking through it, the guy comes out. He's like, "I'm firm on that one," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm not really interested." Like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna overprice stuff and then be completely unwilling to hear anyone who knows what they're talking about be like, "Hey, these prices suck," then you're not going to sell your stuff. And you can see this guy sold his Plants vs Zombies. I don't know to who, but none of the other ones were sold. I scrolled down it, but I didn't obviously capture it here. Xbox One with games and TVs. So you can buy, this is a 3-in-1 here. You get the games, you get the console, you get the TV. Um, Now, this is another problem I have with Facebook and with garage sales in general, is that I don't think people realize that it matters what games are included. Um, you know, for example, let's say a Nintendo 64 bundle. You get a Nintendo 64 and it has 5 games in there, Madden 64 and sports games. Um, I'm not going to be willing to pay as much for that as if I got a Nintendo 64 bundle that had, Mario 64 and Majora's Mask and Mario Party and, Kirby 64 and some good titles. Um, and I feel like people don't realize that not all games are created equal. I think they just think a game's a game. Um, so obviously the thing wrong with this one is that you can't see what the games are. They're not listed out. This is the only picture that contains the games, and they are upside down and way out of shot, just on this laying on this person's bed. So it's a weird thing of like, am I supposed to guess what the games are? And I just had a interaction with someone on Facebook Marketplace. I saw they had a PlayStation 1 in with some stuff. They were trying to sell everything in their house or whatever. Weird. They were trying to sell everything in their house so they could live in an RV. Uh, Weird story. That's a side note. I was trying to get more information from this person, and I should have saved the messages, but I got rid of them. And I was like, it was like pulling teeth. I was like, "Do you have the play? Are you selling that PlayStation? Do you have any games with it?" And the person's like, "Yeah, I have games." And I'm like, "What are the games?" And he just didn't get it. He's like, "Yeah, there's games here." And I was like, "Can I get a picture of the games?" And I just never got a response. And it was like, I'll buy a PlayStation 1 if it has, Klonoa, or not even Klonoa. Let's say, I don't know, even something decent, solid stack of like Final Fantasy or Crash Bandicoot. But it's like, if your games are all NHL or whatever, I'm not very interested. So that's just a tangent. But I feel like most people just think like, oh yeah, a game's a game. You want this stack of outdated sports games, don't you? That's worth it. And I'm not. This is probably not the worst. I don't. The TV was kind of old, and 3 controllers in the VCR Xbox One is not the most enticing deal. Maybe these games are great. Probably not though. But I also like we get a nice intimate view of this person's bedroom, their bed. We got some stuff on the floor there. It's very nice. Oh, rummage sale. I mean, that's as rummage sale as they come right there. Um, See something you need? Just as got a lot. When I say a lot, just come see it, and they put their address. But I obviously am going to censor that. Like, once again, this is not an appealing photo. Um, I don't want to make fun of hoarders. It's a genuine problem here, but I don't know. The other pictures were not very good either of this, but I just don't know why anyone is going to be like, you know what, someone's going to want to come and loot through my garbage in my garage. Another example of why on earth would you list it like this? Why would you not try to make your stuff look better? How did this happen? How did this happen? Look at these controllers. The other pictures were fine at best, but look at this. Um, Another thing that's weird is when they try to sell you something and they'll be like, "Yeah, it comes with a headset," and I'm like, "You really think I'm going to use this headset that you've been using? I don't know you." That like I've gotten so many headsets with controller or with console bundles that I just throw away because they're so disgusting. It's like, man, I don't know, you have lice on this? I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but I just found this amusing. It's like, man, you're asking 275. I'd understand if you're asking like $20 for this, but you're asking 275, and you can't even like take take a dust rag and just dust these off real quick. It looks horrible. Like what? How? Come on. Here's another one of I just thought this one was funny because they have in big capital letters, "Stickers come off." Um, you're like, okay, but I mean, once again, this is it's a gross looking system. Yeah, the stickers are whatever, but um, it is weird that they have an Efika. Isn't that like an underwear brand? I don't know. Um, yeah, I just thought it was kind of odd. It's like, man, you can't wipe this down real quick. Because with eBay, I'm not saying Facebook Marketplace and eBay are the same thing. With eBay, I wipe down, I pretty thoroughly clean everything I list on there, and make it look pretty presentable. And then you just got this, and it's like, man, wow. And then the last one here, finishing off this shorter video. Why would you try selling MLB The Show 12 on PS3 for 61 cents with 375 shipping? What do you even gain from this? I'm not even sure. I mean, you get 61 cents. Is that really worth it? Like I'm like I'm pretty sure if you buy a bubble mailer for this, that'd be like 50 cents. You're already eating into your profits pretty hugely. I just don't get why would you try to sell this for 61 cents? I don't I don't know. I I don't know. But that's it for this one. Um, I'm trying to make this a series. So if you have any suggestions for how I take this format moving forward, if you have any ideas for what I could look at, maybe other pages, maybe Craigslist, maybe Craigslist isn't as bad. Facebook is usually the worst, but I could maybe kind of try to look at other bad listings on other sites. But if you see any funny bad listings, send them my way over on Twitter at Objo Gaming. Follow me there as well. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, like I said, I'm open to suggestions for what I should do with this. So please let me know. But until next time, I'd like to thank you for watching.